So, what's the solution? I mean, because you'll still be leaner than most people, but you won't be shredded. And in order to get shredded, I'm sorry, but for most people, depending on your genetics, obviously, you're going to need to throw in some 48s and some 72s. Even just one 48-hour fast once per week should do the trick to reset your body fat stores.
What's up, guys? I have a brand new free guide on how to lose 10 pounds in 3 days through fasting. If you want to get your hands on that, click the link in the description. It'll take you to a page where you type in your email address, and then I will send you the guide for free, how to lose 10 pounds in 3 days. If that's what you want to do, you know what to do. If not, enjoy the video.
The word fasting gets thrown around a lot these days. Some people, I've heard, even call the 16-8 protocol fasting. Maybe they're just shortening it, intermittent fasting, they're calling it fasting, but that's, I don't know. I don't like that because in my opinion, anything shorter than 36 hours is just eating once a day. If you ate that day, I don't care how long of the day you didn't eat, but if you ate that day, you didn't fast. I'm sorry, no offense, but you're wrong. The reason I bring this up is because a lot of people would consider a meal once a day to be fasting. You're going 22 hours without food and 2 hours eating. Oh, I fasted today. No, you didn't. I bring that to you because there is this idea that 16-8 or OMAD is somehow sufficient to attain a lean physique, when for most people, I don't believe that to be the case. Yeah, okay, sure. You can get reasonably lean while doing OMAD. Assuming your training is on point, you can look pretty amazing and be very fit eating once a day. But there's this thing called homeostasis, which is where your body will eventually get used to whatever you are doing to it or putting in it over a long enough period of time. And our bodies are very good at that. And if we start eating only once a day, our bodies will get used to that as well. Now, don't get me wrong, I love OMAD, but if you have the luxury of eating only once a day, and it is a luxury, then I believe that that is the ideal way to live for most people. But eventually, homeostasis will kick in, your body will get used to it, and what that means is you will begin to store more and more fat, or at least store fat up to a certain level, because what's happening, scientists used to say that you can only store a certain amount of glycogen in your body, and then you can't go beyond that, right? But what they found out is that when you fast, if you fast regularly, or if you only eat once a day for a regular, for an extended period of time, your body will increase its glycogen stores, its maximum stores. So the question is, to what point are they capable of increasing? More on this in a minute. When you switch to OMAD from frequent feeding, for example, you'll go through an adjustment period where your body will have to increase the glycogen stores past your natural point, the set point, let's call it. This is why some people, self included, feel deprived when they switch to eating only once a day. Once you finish the adjustment period, there's what's called, let's call it the honeymoon phase, where you're able to go the entire day without food and then smash 3 meals in a single sitting. And overall, you will drop weight over time. You will lose more and more weight. And what's happening is that your increased glycogen stores are fully replenished during your evening meal. Your insulin goes through the roof. All things being equal, you are likely to store some additional fat once the honeymoon period is over, even maybe during the honeymoon period. But if you think of it like an equation, let's say the 22 hours you're burning calories and the 2 hours you're gaining calories, right? What is the net effect of that? Are you burning more than you gain during that 24-hour period? The answer is yes. Even if you gain a little bit of fat in that 2 hours, you will burn through it and then some the next day. So it's going to be a net effect of your fat going down. Now, that's the honeymoon phase. After the honeymoon phase, your body has completely adjusted to OMAD. And I believe that after the adjustment period and the honeymoon period, your body will begin to slowly store more fat the curve will reverse, and you will actually slowly gain a little tiny bit of weight during OMAD. Maybe it's not safe to say you'll gain a little bit of weight, you'll still be lean, but you won't be as lean as you want to be. And you'll feel like you're not making progress anymore. You'll feel like you've stalled out. So, what's the solution? I mean, because you'll still be leaner than most people, but you won't be shredded. And in order to get shredded, I'm sorry, but for most people, depending on your genetics, obviously, you're going to need to throw in some 48s and some 72s. Even just one 48-hour fast once per week should do the trick to reset your body fat stores. I don't have any data on this, but from, years of experience, I have been led to believe that your body is not capable of extending glycogen stores to the maximum, right? You can't increase them to 48 hours, right? You can train your body to increase your glycogen stores up to, let's say, 36 hours. I'm just throwing out random numbers, but 48, I don't think you can. So in other words, if you eat every other day, let's say you only eat once every 2 days, you will consistently lose weight. I don't want to say no matter what, but you will consistently lose weight on a regular basis. You will not ever leave the honeymoon phase. But that's not practical for most people to eat once every 2 days. So what's more practical is to eat once a day and then just throw in some 48s on a regular basis every week, for example. Of course, a lot depends on your genetics, your activity level, what kind of activity you're doing, but this has been my experience. So in order to avoid the weight gain creep during OMAD, it's best to throw in 148, 172 at least once a week.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Any and all comments are appreciated as they do help the algorithm. Also, if you want to get your hands on my brand new fasting guide, How to Lose 10 Pounds in 3 Days, click the link in the description. It'll take you to a page where you type in your email address and you will get the guide in your email immediately. That's it. See you next time. Peace.